Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning everyone. I would like to share my article review on a paper entitled The 10 C's of Project-Based Learning TESOL Curriculum, published in the Journal of Innovation in Language Learning and Teaching, and written by Greener in 2018. This presentation will cover the introduction, general comments, and review on the paper. The 10 C's in this paper stands for C number 1 for coaching, C number 2 for concept generation, C number 3 for confrontation, C number 4 for comprehension, C number 5 for creation, C number 6 for critique, C number 7 for change, C number 8 for culmination, C number 9 for collaborative reflection, and C number 10 for composition. And if you see the slides, the box with the orange color means that the activity is done in classroom, and the blue one is done as a homework. So it is done at home by the student. Greener captured two burning issues. So he sees that there is a need of a specific curriculum framework for project-based learning, and then he also sees the gap between the existing approach and the project-based learning context for the second language learning. So in this case, he offers a model in this paper, a model for curriculum, which is, according to me, is a central base, and that is why it is interesting to discuss. This article offers a curriculum model, and it is aimed at analyzing how the framework or project-based learning work in learning process in participant context. Actually, collaborative learning has become one of my research interests since the last semester, and I want to explore more about that. And what actually makes this review is important is because this article brings us to a case where it shows how central approach is applied in curriculum development. As we know that in Indonesia, we mostly discuss about the outcome-based or the backward design. And in this article, the writer shows how the development is done with the central attention is the process of teaching and learning. There are two important findings in this paper. The first one is that the students and teacher favorable attitudes toward the curriculum, and the second one, actually this curriculum give beneficial based on the participants' perception. So that means that the offered model is acceptable to be implemented. Now I would like to give some comments on the systematic writing of this paper. Actually, it has been generally agreed that an abstract of an article should have the burning issues, and then the aim of the study, the method, the findings, and then the conclusion and recommendation, if any. But actually here in this article, the method is not explicitly stated. And I was not shocked. Actually, I remember when the first presenter, Widya, also discussed about this case, that there is no special headings for method. And also in this paper, there is no special heading for findings, discussion, and conclusion. It is just written like based on the idea flow of the writer. I have tried to investigate to the website of the journal. In fact, the template is various. I will try to share what I found in the method. So actually, this research is explained as a research that is done longitudinal. So the time of the research is 1 year, in a Korean middle school. And then the participants of the uh, curriculum development research were students and teachers. And the teachers are native speaking instructor with at least 2 year experience. And after I read again and I read, I found that actually the 10 C's, so from the very first step, is the method itself of the curriculum development. Come to my review. The first one, I will say that this paper can be better with a better systematical writing. So if only the method and other headings is well stated and explained, I believe that the reader will be more favorable to read this article. And then I also see one strength of this paper or article. Actually, Greener always give a very clear rationale and explanation for every step of C that C proposed here. For example, in the concepting, so there will be one very comprehensive discussion about why concepting come as the first step, for example. And also, I see something good, and I do agree with uh, his proposition that the first two steps, which is coaching and concept generation, are very reasonable because actually in every curriculum design and development, the coaching, how to uh, socialize the policy of the curriculum to the stakeholders, to the teachers, for example, and the concept generation, how the concept of the curriculum will be interpreted or will be converted to class activity is very important. My review also compare how actually this article is relevant to other experts and how it is not, but mostly how it is relevant to other experts. The first one, actually, it is stated that this research or the study in this article is a longitudinal investigation, 1 year. So the investigation takes time. As we know that actually curriculum development or curriculum design is not a short time process, so it takes time because it needs analysis and then validation, implementation, and the cyclical process. Actually, Brown in 1996 supports this proposition by stating that actually the importance of need analysis in a curriculum design and its development is really there because curriculum is not a like abracadabra process. The burning issues posters how actually the needs of the framework, especially for the project-based learning. And actually, the curriculum development comes with a question from why the previous curriculum is not enough or is not ideal enough for the certain condition. And Richard said that as a particular subject, curriculum and the quest for new method is discussed as two interrelated matters. And the rationale given by the writer here, given by Greener, is quite rational before he finally comes with the tenses. I also see this article from the point of view of curriculum and instruction. Actually, the first 5 stages in the tenses, which is coaching, concept generation, confrontation, comprehension, and creation, has supported the idea of Ornstein and Brands. So in the book of Foundation of Education, They say that the curriculum is defined as a planned experience provided through instruction. So when it is provided through instruction means that the gradation from the design to the class activity, how it is planned, is very important to discuss. That is why the coaching, to let all the stakeholder knows, and then the concept generation, when the concept has been there, uh, it should be socialized, and then the confrontation, if there are any suggestion or comments to the concept that has been determined, it will be fair to the betterment of the curriculum model. And also the comprehension of all stakeholders is very important, because when every stakeholders has comprehend, it will lead the curriculum design or curriculum development to the creation of the ideal curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all my article review presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope that we can have a further discussion after you watch this video. I would like to thank Prof. Nandan and Pak Padri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.